Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next answer copy of our Aim for Agriculture series. So as you all know that we are having Aim for Agriculture series in which we are having daily answer writing practice and weekly full tests. So today we are going to discuss the question paper of full test 4, in which although it was a sectional test in which the questions of three sections were asked, and those three sections were seed technology, horticulture and extension. Seed technology plus horticulture plus extension. So these were the sections that have been asked. So in the full test, actually we have 14 tests which are divided into 6 sectional plus 8 complete tests. Complete means 8. These 8 tests will have questions from complete syllabus, and these 6 tests will have sectional portions. So this is the test number 4. So where the sections of seed technology, horticulture and extension was asked. So let's see what were the questions asked and how the student has approached those questions. And analyzing these types of answers, by seeing these types of answers, it can help you in your answer writing journey also. Through reading these types of answers, through analyzing these types of answers, you can improve your own answer writing skills, you can improve your own structure, and that will be very helpful to you. So let's start. So the first question was, discuss about some of the institutions associated with certified seed production in India. So one thing I must say you that I will be not discussing everything in detail. I will be just giving you a brief view of the answers to what were the major points answered and how you can structure. And if you want to read the answers in detail, you can pause the video and read it in detail, because it will be very difficult for me to read the answers line by line. It will be the video will become very lengthy, so I will keep it crisp. But if you want to read, you can pause the video and read the answers if you want to. So let's see. So the first question was, discuss about some of the institutions associated with certified seed production in India. So we all know that seed certification and the production of certified seed is done by various institutions. Let it be ICR, let it be state agriculture universities, let it be seed corporations. So we have to discuss about those institutions. So let's see which institutions has the student discussed about. The first of all, the student has discussed about ICR. We all know that ICR is the premier agricultural institution of our country. Next, the student has discussed about National Seed Corporation. So if you want to read it in detail, you can pause the video and read it. Okay. Next, the student has discussed about state seed corporations. Now moving into the next page, the student has discussed about various seed certification agencies, such as in various states there are seed certification agencies such as Tamil Nadu Seed Certification Agency, Maharashtra Seed Certification Agency. So those agencies are also involved in seed production. There are various private seed companies such as Mahako, Nuzi Seeds. So these are the some of the private seed companies. We have National Seed Association of India, which is also involved in seed production of certified seeds. We have Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers Right Authority, which was established by this act only, that is Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers Right Act. So it also has something to do with seed production, that is production of certified seed. So a very well written answer, and I think you need to read this answer. So please pause the video and read these answers if you want. And again, fairly concluded. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, differentiate between varietal seed production and hybrid seed production. So what are the differences? So varietal seed production is less uniform as compared to hybrid seed production. Secondly, varietal seeds are more stable, hybrid seeds are less stable. The varietal seeds have lower production cost, whereas hybrid seeds have higher production cost, because they need controlled pollinations. For those controlled pollinations, we have to have certain type of equipments, we have to maintain certain type of environment, which enhances our costs. The points are of seed viability, also pollination. Also in varietal seeds they are mostly open pollinated, but in hybrid seed they are controlled pollination. So well written points. Okay, So you can pause and read the answers if you want to. I have discussed all the basic points and again appropriately concluded. So this was the second question. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was write a note on ikebana. So what ikebana is? It is a Japanese art of flower arrangement. What ikebana is? It is the Japanese art of flower arrangement. So what are its advantages? As it was write a note. So the student has mentioned different aspects of ikebana, and first of all the student has written the advantages. The advantages are aesthetic appeal, mindfulness and relaxations. It has certain limitations also, such as time consuming, a high amount of skill is required. Next, we need to develop certain educational programs. If we need to increase the this ikebana process, we need to simplify technologies. We can integrate with modern decor so that ikebana gets promoted through these modern decors. So very well written answer and again appropriately concluded. Now let's move to the next question. Next question was, how can plant growth regulators be helpful in post-harvest management of flowers? So we all know what PGRs are. So there are certain PGRs that auxins, giberellins, ethylene, cytokinins, abscisic acid. So these are the PGRs. So how can they be helpful in post-harvest management of flowers? So first of all, they can inhibit the flowering, that is ethylene inhibition. If ethylene is inhibited, the maturity of flower increases, the post harvest losses decreases, because many times due to high ethylene the flowers get destroyed very fastly. So with lower ethylene productions or ethylene inhibitions, the flowers can be in good condition for longer times. It helps in delay of sentience such as cytokinins can be helpful. It helps in flower opening such as gibberellins can be helpful here. They can be helpful in maintenance of color and appearance such as auxin and cytokinins has role in color and appearance. They can be helpful in reduction of water loss from flowers through here abscisic acid is can be important. We all know that abscisic acid is stress hormone, so it reduces the transpiration rate, and when the transpiration rate will reduce, the flowers will not wilt very fastly. They will be in a good condition for long times. They can help in prevention of diseases. They can help in regulation of stem extension. So a very well written answer and again appropriately concluded. So I hope you understood these points. If you want to read the answers, just pause the video and read it in detail. That will be helpful to you. The next question was, differentiate between formal education and extension education. So we all know what formal education is. The formal education that we learn in school, that we learn in universities, that we learn in certain institutions, that is what formal education is. And what extension education is, that is through practical exposure, through practical experiments, we get the farmers to learn certain things. That is what extension education is. There are certain objectives through formal education. We want to get some vocational skills, some academic skills, but through extension we want to apply the knowledge to a community, or practical solutions to that community that can be helpful for their daily development. Suppose a extension in agriculture, extension for agriculture development. So there is fixed curriculum for formal education, but there is no fixed curriculum for extension education. In extension education, we have to certainly transfer the technology. We have to teach them new things. We have to solve their problems. This is what it is. Scope has been mentioned. Duration has been mentioned. The formal education is for perfect times. There is structured time frames, but there is no time frames for extension education. It can be very variable. It depends on the amount of problem. It depends on the amount of experiments. Depends on the amount of practical exposure. So these things are the common differences. And again, learning environment has been mentioned, certification has been mentioned. We get formal degrees, but there is no any kind of formal degrees in extension education. Pedagogical approach has been mentioned. Target audience have been mentioned. The students are the target audience of formal education, but in extension education, generally community members, the target groups. For agriculture, it could be farmers. For self-help groups, it could be women's. So this is what the difference between formal and extension education is. So I hope you understand this. The next question was, what do you understand by broad-based extension? Discuss challenges in beginning. So what is broad-based extension? It refers to the comprehensive approach to extension services that aims to provide information, support, and resources to a wide range of stakeholders. We can think from the word only broad, that is, we have to involve a wide range of stakeholders and we have to give extension to those wide range of stakeholders also. So this is what broad based extension is. Okay, what are its key features? Inclusivity, because we include various stakeholders. It is a holistic approach. We have to collaborate with various stakeholders. It helps in capacity building of various stakeholders. What are the challenges in implementing it? The first challenge is resource constraints. Second challenge is there could be coordination issues. There could be because there are broad persons, high amount of stakeholders. There could be diverse needs, and that could cause conflicts also. There could be communication barriers because due to high amount of farmers, high number of farmers, not every farmer is able to understand your language. There could be resistance to change, sustainability problems, monitoring and evaluation challenges. So, well written answer. Way forward have been also mentioned, such as we could enhance resource allocation, we need to improve coordination mechanism, we can improve customization and flexibility, we can effectively communication strategies such as we can communicate in local languages, we can use social media, we can use television, we can use radio. We have to, and the most important thing is we have to build trust. So this is the broad based extension. Its challenges have been mentioned by the student and way forward have been also mentioned. The next question is, what do you understand by seed enhancement? Discuss some of the techniques used for seed enhancement. So what seed enhancement is? So seed enhancement refers to a wide range of techniques applied to seeds to improve their performance and increase the efficiency of time in agriculture, forestry and horticulture. Okay, so we have to enhance the performance of seed through various techniques. So what are the techniques that we will see? That although the techniques can enhance its germination, it can enhance its vigor, it can enhance its resistance, it can enhance the overall plant growth. And what are the techniques? The techniques, some of the common techniques are seed priming. In seed priming, we can do hydro priming, osmo priming, hormonal priming. We can do seed coating. In seed coating, we can do film coating. We can do pelleting. Examples have been also mentioned. We can do seed inoculation. Okay, we can do seed hardening, we can use seed in disinfection, we can do biopriming, we can do nutrient enrichment among the seeds. So these are the some of the, we can do seed sorting and grading. So these are the some of the common techniques through which we can enhance the seeds. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was difference between result demonstration and method demonstration. So what result demonstration is? It shows the end result or outcome of the process of technology, whereas in method demonstration it shows the step-by-step process of method to achieve the result. So in result demonstration we are not highly focusing on the means how we are doing the demonstration. We are focusing on result. Our result should be good. But in method demonstration we have to go by step to every means. Okay, to every process should be well understood. So this is the basic difference. The main purpose is to prove the effectiveness or impact of the particular outcome, where it, as in method demonstration, it is to teach or instruct. We have to not focus that much on outcome, we have to focus on learning. Okay, so purpose have been mentioned, focus have been mentioned, audience have been mentioned, examples have been also mentioned, tools have been mentioned, duration have been mentioned. If you want to read, you can pause the video and read the answers. Interactivity have been mentioned, evaluation is been mentioned, because evaluation is the very basic need of extension and we should always try to evaluate the extension programs. Lot of questions have been asked previously in evaluation of extension also. So very well written answer. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, what do you understand by field inspection? Also discuss the importance and challenges in doing it. So what field inspection is? The field inspection refers to the process of examining and evaluating conditions, practices, and installations directly at a specific location or site to access health, growth, and productivity. So in field inspection, we directly go to the field where the crops are grown. Suppose we are doing field inspection for a seed production unit. So we will suddenly go to the field and observe how the process is going on, how the seed is growing in the field. So that is what field inspection is. And what field inspection involves? It involves visual observation, it involves sampling and testing, it involves recording data, it involves assessing agronomic practices, it involves technology use. So these are very good points. Now, what are the importance of field inspection? It can help in early detection of problems. It could be pest, it could be diseases, it could be nutrient deficiency. Everything could be early detected. It can help in informed decision making. It can help in yield optimization. It can help in resource management. It can help in compliance and certification. But with in field inspection, there are certain challenges also, because it is very labor intensive. To go in every field and observe it, we need a huge amount of skilled manpower, especially inspectors, field inspectors, who are good in their skills in inspecting the field, and that requires a high amount of labor. It depends on subjectivity as visual inspection as per experience, because many times what happens, a low experienced inspector will not be able to identify the problems as compared to a high skilled or high experienced inspector. Accessibility, because many times the fields are on mountains, the fields are not near the urban areas, the fields are in deep rural areas. So are the inspectors are able to assess those fields are also important. Data management could be a problem. It could lead to expensive technology. Pest and disease identification could be a problem. So these are some of the challenges of field inspection. And what are the way forward have been also mentioned, such as we can adopt advanced technologies, we can enhance training and expertise, we can implement data management systems, we can improve accessibility and efficiency, we can support and we can invest in these things, we can enhance communication and reporting. So these are some of the common things which we can do to improve the field inspection. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, what do you understand by landscaping and discuss its principles and steps? So what landscaping is? It refers to the design and management of outdoor spaces to achieve specific aesthetic, functional and ecological goals. Okay, so to achieve certain kind of goals, we have to landscape our designs under certain objectives, so that we can attain certain types of goals. So what are its principles? So the principles are, and these are very important. If you don't know, please make a note of it also. The principles are unity, balancing, or you can say balance, maintaining proportion, creating a sense, contrast, harmony, sustainability. These are some of the common principles of common principles of landscaping. Now, what are the steps? First of all, we will do site analysis. Then we will design the plan. Then we will do soil preparation as per our need. Then we will select the plant and place those plants. Then we will do installation. We will install our designs. Then we will do irrigation and drainage, because whenever you are planting some plants, irrigation is important so that it can grow nicely. We have to do maintenance. We have to manage the area very nicely, and then after we have to evaluate and adjust. Okay, and if there are some problems, we have to manage those problems also. These are some of the things, some of the steps through which we can do landscaping. So I hope you understand this. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, discuss the major problems faced by small and marginal farmers in our country. So I think these types of questions would be answered by everyone, because it is not a tougher question. So what are the major problems? First of all is limited access to credit. Obviously, they have not proper infrastructure to them, and inadequate infrastructure. Fragmented land holdings. Obviously, small and marginal farmers will have small land holdings. High initial cost, high input costs such as seed, fertilizers, pesticides. There could be market access and price fluctuations, because due to price fluctuations, these small farmers have to bear a high amount of losses sometimes. There is lack of modern technology. Climate change and weather uncertainty are causing problems to these small and marginal farmers, such as floods, droughts, unseasonal rains, inefficient government support, low level of education and training. So these are some of the problems that these small and marginal farmers face. Now, what are the way forward? How can we? What are the measures of some of the problems? Such as we can provide access to credit through Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. We can provide subsidy through DBT. We can enhance irrigation infrastructure through PM Kisan Sinchai Yojana. We can create better management market access for farmers using ENAM. We can promote modern technology. We can address land fragmentation through cooperatives, use of cooperatives. We can stabilize market prices. We can support vulnerable communities. So these are the things through which we can enhance the or we can regulate, or we can cure the problems of small and marginal farmers. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, write a note on Krishi Vigyan Kendras. So we all know what KVK are. They are established by ICR, and it is a rural development initiative. So what KVK does, So it helps in the helps in extension, it helps in research regarding farming technology, it helps in extension works to farmers, it helps in getting scientifically better things, and it could be seeds, it could be varieties. So these are some of the common roles of the KVK. What are its key principles? Research and extension, training and capacity building, field demonstration, problem solving approach. There are various benefits also which are mentioned. Various limitations also have been mentioned, such as there could be resource constraints, there could be regional disparities, and the way forward have been also mentioned. A very well written answer. You can pause the video and read these answers if you want to. And again, fairly concluded. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, what do you understand by curing and degreening? So what curing is? It is the post-harvest process designed to enhance quality, shelf-life and marketability of fruits and vegetables. This is done by allowing them to undergo specific physiological changes under controlled conditions. So what these conditions could be? In under controlled temperature, under controlled humidity. So benefits have been mentioned, issues have been mentioned, and way forward have been mentioned about it. Now what is degreening? Degreening is the post-harvest process that involves the application of ethylene gas or other treatments to accelerate the ripening process and enhance the color of fruits. Because many times what happens when the fruits are raw, they are green in color. But through degreening, we have to ripen them so that by ripening their color changes and they comes to their natural color after ripening. So what are the conditions have been mentioned, benefits have been mentioned, issues have been mentioned, way forward have been mentioned. So very well written answer and lot of aspects have been covered. So you can pause and read the answers. The next question was, write the maturity indices of any 5 important vegetables. Okay, so what maturity indices are? That every plant has a certain type of indications through which we can know that the plant is mature enough to be harvested. Okay, so that is what maturity indices is. So we have to discuss about the maturity indices of any 5 important vegetables. So let's see. First of all, tomato have been discussed. So it is matured when its color is yellow, orange or pink. As per variety, it feels firm and but slightly soft to touch. So this is the maturity indices of tomatoes. Like this, maturity indices of cucumber has been also mentioned, bell pepper has been mentioned, carrot has been mentioned, lettuce has been mentioned. For carrot, when it has developed to deep orange color, or when it has reached the diameter, root has reached the diameter of 0.7.5 to 1.5 inches, then we can say that it has matured. So every plant has, every crop has, every fruit has, every vegetable has different maturity indices through which we can get to know that it is ready to harvest. So well written answer. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, discuss the importance of rugging. So what rugging is? Rugging is that it's removal of off types. Suppose we are having a cropping system, or we are through this cropping system we need to produce seeds. So there could be some plants which are not up to the mark of the quality, that could be off types. So removing those off types is known as rugging. So I hope you understand this. What are its importance? Its importance are, it helps in purity, in quality enhancement, uniformity, it helps in disease management. Sometimes these off types could be a plant with disease, so removing those disease plants can help us to protect other plants from the disease also. It can be good for our economic efficiency, it helps in genetic integrity, it helps in improved seed viability, enhanced performance, compliance with the standards. So well written answer and very well written points. If you want to read, you can pause the videos and read. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, write a note on DNA fingerprinting. So what DNA fingerprinting is? It is a technique used to identify individuals based on the unique genetic makeup. We all know that the DNA of every individual is different. Okay, the genetic makeup of the DNA is different for every individual, such as our fingerprint is different for every individual. So that is what, to identify using the DNA or genetic makeup is known as DNA fingerprinting. What are techniques used? Here we can use PCR, here we can use RFLP, here you can use STR. There are certain applications also in crop improvement, livestock breeding. So application have been well mentioned. You can read, if you want to read, you can pause and read. There are certain benefits also, there are certain challenges also, and way forward have been also mentioned. So very well written answer. I hope you understand this by reading. Now let's move to the next question. The next question is, What do you understand by target groups in extension? How can we reach them as extension officers? So what are target groups? Look, every extension program has been made for a certain type of people. Some programs have been made for women farmers, some program has been made for some small and marginal farmers. So every program has its limitations, every program has its target audience, every program has its features through which we have to go to those target groups through which for which the programs have been made. So this is what target groups are. Okay, how can we reach the target groups? We can do assessment, we can do stakeholder engagement, we can do tailored communication, we can do field visits, and there are other methods also mentioned. You can pause and read it. So this is how we can reach the target audience. Now let's move to the next question. The next question was, what do you understand by intellectual property rights? Discuss the different forms of intellectual property rights. So what are intellectual property rights? So intellectual property rights or IPR refers to the legal protections granted to the curators and inventors to safeguard their innovations, creations and brand identities for unauthorized use. So look, everything which we discover, everything which is innovated has a intellectual property on it. Okay, suppose I have discovered something, so it is a kind of, it has been discovered through my intellect. Okay, I have discovered it using my brain, so it is my intellectual property. So that is what intellectual property rights are. The rights which I will have on that property which has been discovered or which have been made by my mind is known as intellectual property rights. Now what are the different forms? These could be patents, these could be plant variety protection, these could be trademarks, these could be geographical identifications, it could be trade secrets, it could be copyright, it could be trade dress, it could be sui generis rights. So these are the some of the forms of intellectual property rights. It could be database rights, and again appropriately concluded. So I hope you understand these things. Now let's move to the last question, that is, what, write a note on Atma. What is Atma? Agriculture Technology Management Agency. So what is Atma is? It is a centrally sponsored program, or you can say centrally sponsored scheme in India aimed at enhancing the agriculture extension system, or you can say agriculture extension system of technology transfer, because the main aim of Atma is to transfer the technology or extension of technology things. Okay, any innovation or any extension based on technology, development of technology. So its key features have been mentioned, such as decentralized approach, farmer centric focus, integration of research and education, capacity building. So key features have been mentioned, and again limitations have been mentioned, such as there could be resource constraint, there could be coordination challenge, there could be infrastructural issues, there could be resistance to change, way forward have been also mentioned. So a very well written answer. So these were the questions that were asked in full test 4, and the sections horticulture, seed technology and extension was covered. So I hope this answer is helpful to you, and you have paused the video at different time intervals and read the answers, and you can also enhance your answer writing skills by reading these types of answers. So that is all for today. Please do like, please do share, and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. Regular basis पे ऐसे videos को बनाने के लिए काफी hard work लगता है. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.